A few quick follow-up thoughts from practice yesterday with Washington Commanders. Mazz was off yesterday. Starting with the one that's generating the headlines, Mazz, everywhere. Mike Vrabel jumping into a scrum and coming out with a bloodied cheek.
Yes, bloodied.
That was Drake May. Ken.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the only one, talking up Mike Vrabel and how he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hunter Henry says he's right there with us, man.
Yeah.
I think that player comes out in him a little bit, too. You've got to love a coach that loves to compete and has those competitive juices just like us.
Yeah.
DeMario Douglas says, it shows a lot about our coach, man. He'll do anything for us, and that's love right there. End quote. Again, May says that's what we're trying to build. And it starts with the head coach, the intensity, bringing it every day, taking no crap when we're out there on the field.
Yeah.
But also it comes in a time where with our guys offensively, we've got to get over there and get in some tussles and have some penalties and get extra after the whistle. It can get us in trouble, but the mentality, I like it. I think it's what you want. Your thoughts?
Okay, so I have no idea what you guys said about this yesterday. I obviously wasn't here. When I saw this, the first thing I said was, what a complete, total hardo move. This is like the ultimate hardo move. I like Vrabel. I'm glad they hired him. But when the coach is jumping in the pile and getting in a fight, it's like a Jeff Fisher kind of thing, if you ask me. I think he looks like a tool doing this. And I think very highly of the guy. Okay? But ask yourself this. Would Bill Belichick ever jump into a pile and fight with the players?
No.
Not in a million years, because there is some separation there that should exist.
Well, he's also old.
Okay, but so how many other coaches? If Jim Harbaugh did this, Murray, what would you say?
Oh, hardo.
Okay, so there you go.
It is. Vrabel is a hardo for doing this, but it's so him. Like, this kind of fits the mold of, I think, how he carries himself. I'm not that surprised.
So
he
what
looks
did
like he can still play.
What did you say yesterday?
So spare me.
Oh, like ridiculous.
Spare me. I said when Vrabel realized he drew blood, he was the happiest kid in the world.
Oh, my gosh.
He was psyched. He's like, yeah, blood and guts. He was psyched. He was so psyched to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if he went in there with a little razor blade and gave himself the old
WWE
wrestling cut on his forehead. This is what we said yesterday. And, like, just the commentary afterwards, like, oh, yeah, it's right there with us, man. Oh, stop it.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And, especially when Andrew Callahan made this point last night on TV, and it was a good point, especially when Mike Vrabel tells them, and every coach tells these guys, stay on your feet, don't get into fights, don't lose your discipline, play the snap, get back to the huddle, and keep your discipline. Don't be a jackass that hauls off and gets in stupid fights. And then he hauls off and gets into a stupid fight and comes out bloodied.
Breaks his own rule.
Yeah.
Like, I sort of think, like, there's a line there when you're a head coach that, you want to tell me something happens with an assistant from time to time. It doesn't feel as bad to me. But when you're the head guy, no, stay out of there. In fact, your job's to discipline your guy for getting into the fight, not helping him fight and jumping in there. That's your job. So, like, I don't know. It turned me off. Again, it was the kind of thing that Jeff Fisher would do for people who remember Jeff Fisher when he was with the Titans.
No, it's a fair, folks, put it yourself in the days with Belichick and then Jeff Fisher or Jim Harbaugh or name another hardo coach, Mike Tomlin maybe, I don't know. Just pick the guy. Dan Campbell before he got good.
Right.
When you used to mock him. Someone like that jumped into a practice squad fight and got bloodied. What would you say?
Oh, gosh.
What would we be doing?
Tool.
Yeah,
hardo tool.
I mean, it doesn't offend me, but let's just keep it real. If that's what Jim Schwartz would be, and Jim Harbaugh, then what's Mike Vrabel?
No, Schwartz is a good one too.
Let's just keep it on the level here, shall we?
Kind of embarrassing, really. I think he kind of lowered himself a little.
Okay. Meanwhile, consensus opinion on the Patriots on day one. Successful day. Offense looked good. May looked good.
Yeah.
Offensive line, Drake, was representative. Will Campbell was at least okay. Yeah, give me a couple of cuts here just to fill out what happened. How about Bedard? Greg Bedard weighed in on this on Boston Sports Journal. Number one, please. Successful day.
I thought overall it was a very successful day for the Patriots offense. I thought Drake May was great today. He saw open receivers. He was Demario Douglas, Hunter Henry, Mac Hollins was big today for both quarterbacks. Pop pass to Austin Hooper, back shoulder pass to Kayshon Boutte for a touchdown. A little bit of everything. And I thought Drake May was really comfortable. I thought the pass protection was pretty good in team periods. And but even there was one pass to Demario Douglas where there was a little bit of pressure. Drake May sort of slid up in the pocket, threw it off 1 foot to Demario Douglas, who had a big day. Josh Dobbs was even better.
Mazz, your thoughts? So the question is, are you buying it?
I would say mostly. Okay, mostly. And I know the play he's talking about with Douglas because I think I saw it online where May stepped up and kind of flicked the ball out to his right, and it was a good play. The highlight was meant to showcase Douglas for getting
by the way,
open.
we don't have many highlights from the joints. They're not allowed to film them or put them on TV.
But there was something showed up online of the play to Douglas.
So I don't know where that came from. But
so I might have seen it on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like someone's camera phone.
Could have been a fan. Could have been a fan who took it. Yeah. Absolutely.
So go ahead.
But in any case, when I read the reports, they were all almost universal in praise. The one thing that bugged me was, but May did have an interception late in the day. And it was a ball deflected by, what's his name, Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
And I don't remember if it was Bedard or Callahan or who, someone reported they may ultimately have to work with May a little bit on his release point because that ball shouldn't really get tipped. And I thought, okay, well, wait a minute. Then how is it this great day? Like, I just felt like the interception at the end kind of got thrown out the window a little bit. And that I just would like one crystal clear, clean day. That's what I would like.
I'm going to take it on its face that they look good. They look like they belonged. And I'll take it absolutely on face value of what these guys are reporting. And I buy it. And I think they should be decent. And that meets my expectations of the Patriots. I think they should be at least a middle-of-the-pack offense, and they should be a middle-of-the-pack team. And if they look like that for a day, that makes perfect sense because that's what they should be, as far as I'm concerned. So I'll take it, and I'll put value into it.
Do you think the Commanders' defense is any good?
No.
Me neither.
But so what? They'll be facing a lot of not really good defenses.
I agree.
And if you can beat the not really good defenses, next thing you know, there's 7 wins, and you see if you can vulture a couple more, and now you're in the playoffs.
So that part is true.
That's my path.
It's not like their defense sucks.
But that's my path. If they're just another middling defense, they're going to play a series of middling defenses.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, or worse. And so the other there was something I just lost.
Well, okay, how about Will Campbell? What did the big boy have to say?
So that's what I was going to say.
Well, let's hear from the big boy first. Greg Bedard on Will Campbell, number 2.
Will Campbell got his first action against another NFL team. I will say I thought he did very well in team, had a really nice block on Dietrich Wise on a big run. I didn't see him give up any pressure in team. I will say he had a couple of tough reps in one-on-ones. Those were a couple tough reps, but they weren't awful or anything like that. And like I said, I thought he did well in team. He's just going to keep learning and trying to get better, and we'll see how that goes. But if you're of the camp where you think Will Campbell was going to be a disaster today, or he's not going to work out at left tackle, I think he's going to be fine. There will be some challenging matchups just like against anybody. But I thought today was a good day for him, especially in team.
Okay, so not a disaster. Good day for him in team. I'll just tell you what the Herald wrote at their camp write-up. They said it was a pretty typical day for the rookie left tackle. He was 1-1-1 in one-on-one drills, and I cut that out from Bedard. He went into the whole sequence. He went one-on-one against, what's his face? He played for the Patriots. I just blanked on
Dietrich Wise.
Dietrich Wise, and got smoked on one, neutralized him in one, and one that most guys called a draw. Anyway, 1-1-1, and he allowed what likely would have been a sack during an 11-on-11 drills. But overall, there was more good than bad for the 4th overall pick.
Okay, keep going.
How would you describe the tone of those overall reports?
Positive.
Tepid.
Middling.
Tepid.
I don't think they were positive.
Tepid.
I think they were, this isn't a disaster.
Yeah.
And he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that, considering how some of the other reports have been.
I guess. But I do
Shut up.
wonder how, I don't know. Is that what you were hoping for?
No, better. Now, it's early in camp, early in his career, but no, got to be better. Also, there was a report, someone had a report about how on one of the exchanges with Wise, and I don't know if it was in the one-on-ones or in the game, or the, scrimmage.
The 11-11.
That Wise has really long arms, and that held him out on one, and then kind of ripped him and got by him on the inside. And I thought, well, there you go. There's the thing again about his short arms and his inability to handle a guy with longer arms. So Wise does have really long arms. I mean, you remember that from when the time that he was with the Patriots, and that's a good matchup for Campbell in that way to see how he could handle it. But it sounded to me like on one of those exchanges that the length of Wise's arms was a problem. And so I, to me, that's still something to watch.
So it wasn't like one of these things where you came out of it, obviously, and everyone looked at Will Campbell and went, uh-oh, this isn't good. No, this isn't going to work. So I guess that's a positive. But, boy, we've kind of lowered the bar.
Yeah,
on that.
I agree.
But
they were tepid. They were very lukewarm.
I mean, tepid by what you would want from a 4th overall pick. And
Correct.
so it's just like it's another reality check of, like, that draft stunk. And this is the best you could do. And if he's okay, everyone will take it. But let's just, let's not now being okay is like some sort of reason for celebration.
No, the way those reports were presented, he hung in there.
Yeah.
He didn't get killed.
Okay, which I guess that is progress for him, given some of the days that he had out there.